Hello and welcome back to King Chaos Gaming. My name is Chaos and this is Niche, a genetic survival game. So we're back to our new island. And we're back to trying to get fresh blood into this pack. Seeing as every single original child of Adam and Eve has now passed away, which is okay. But yeah, so we're trying to get new blood in, and I can't believe that Bark's gems haven't been changed over. And Bark's mother was Pine, and Pine had orange in the middle because she belonged to the original family. Yes, we're going to get right back into it. I'm going to pick up right where I left off when it comes to managing my resources and my families. So we're going to have, we found our rover Kuro in the last episode, and he has D and C, which is great because I'm actually doing really good when it comes to the genes in this game, but I'm not doing that well when it comes to the amount of creatures that I have and strength. That is my only problem so far, and I'm fine with that. I can manage. But he has no paw, and I think the genetics menu is currently set up to try and get that claw in here, and I think I left the poison fangs in there just in case I could mutate them back on, because it's always helpful to have the ability to poison. So I'm going to breed these two. They've become a pair, and they've had 2 kids so far. The first one's Rocco, and the second, and she graciously has antlers, and the second was a little double nimble-fingered girl. Her name is Sarasi, and I might change her name to be more like her mother because I think she will take more of that job along with her mother, who was more of a collector, and her mother Pine was a collector and stayed around the trees, so I might nickname her Elm. If not Elm, I might just nickname her Beach, like Beechwood. Well, her name will be Beechwood, but she'll be Beach for short. But yeah, we will have her breed with him and then slide over to the nest over here right next to little Scylla, who did I change her gems over? I didn't. I have to make sure I remember what family she belongs to. So let me actually take a look at the good old family tree. So we have Scylla and her mother. Yeah, I knew her mother was Snowdrop. Because Snowdrop was passing away. That's what I thought, yeah. Snowdrop was passing away, and I wanted her to have at least one child, and I miss Snowdrop. She was beautiful. I love the little gray Dalmatians. She had that beautiful fishing tail. And eventually I think I'll move them around so that they can definitely take more advantage of the fact that the fishing tail actually shows up a lot in their genetics. Yeah. Snowdrop passed away and gave birth to one child, and Scylla is that child, and she was born with the antlers, which is great, and her father was Kuro, which is kind of funny, because if you, I don't know, Kuro is Japanese for black, but, and then her mother was all about the snow. I don't know, that's a funny little thing to me. So I'm gonna, I'm thinking about what I could change her name to, because, whatever, but, I think that the pack would probably tell her a bit about her mother, because Snowdrop was a hero. She did her job exploring and fighting. I remember her life was actually cut short by a carnivore. along with her brother Brownie, I think. That's what it was. But, yeah, I'm going to, keep the, like, her, I'm gonna keep the whole snow thing going on because, I don't know, it fits them. I mean, the only one who doesn't really have the snow thing who is actually gray is Isis. But I kept Isis's name when she was born because I thought it fit. But, I'll rename Scylla. We have Snowfall, and she's the daughter of Snowdrop. So, I might name her Flurry. That's how I feel, and that is a K, not an L. So she's little Flurry, which is great. And I think I might... okay, well, anyway. She's renamed. We have Rocco, and Rocco is gonna do some collecting, but also she wants to explore because she's got antlers. So she might go visit little Duckweed out on his island, and I totally went the wrong direction, but little Duckweed's over here doing his thing. Kind of like, I'm gonna have him like traverse to the end of this island so he can see if... Sadly, he can't collect shells. But yeah, if he goes too far, he'll actually start to drown, I think. But, yeah, he's looking around the shore to see if he can, do some digging with that beak. But, we're gonna have Isis come in here, do some mole hunting. Reminds her of the good time she had when she was younger with her father, Rorokir. And then we're gonna have Pine jump in there, too. And Pine is currently the leader of the island, so she's making sure that they have food, and she's making sure they're safe. And we're gonna zoom out, and we're gonna look around, and we still have, of course, little Flurry. Her mother, who was the child of Rorokir. And Rorokir in Isla. Sorry, I'm a little spacey. I don't know why. I just like started spacing out. So I'm gonna change her gem over to orange in the middle. And so that's gonna be what she's doing. Snowfall. I have to check his lineage because I'm not, like, it was weird because I wasn't 100%, but yeah, that's what I thought. He is the son of Snowdrop. So that's, yeah. And Dusty, that's what it was. I wanted to pass on Dusty's lineage. So I had him mate with Snowdrop and had Snowfall and Flurry. So, I'm like trying to think about what I want to do. So we have Bark, and Bark is going to be... I'm just like trying to make sure that I have all my lines remembered. Because I was like, Bark was going to be Kuro's mate, wasn't... Yeah, Bark was going to be his mate. But I had him have a bunch of children with Snowdrop because she was getting older. And I'm just like trying to remember. I was like, what? But yeah. So Pine had Duck. And Pine is Della's child, and Rorokir. Rorokir had Pine and Isis. And also Snowdrop. And sadly, Brownie and Flash never had any kids, so they're no longer on this list. But of course I remember them. They were also Rorokir's children. Oh my god. It's I kind of hate the fact that, like, it gets rid of certain things. Like, now it doesn't say that, because they're dead, it's like there's no connection, so it's all memory. I'm like, yeah, Snowdrop is Isla's child, and the only reason why the connection's still there between her and Isis is the fact that Isis is still alive. So if she wasn't alive, there would be like no connections between this generation and this generation. But yeah. So after like clearing all that out, we're gonna have Snowfall. We're gonna have Snowfall continue like maybe exploring out this way. I'm gonna have him maybe loop towards the water to see if they can do any fishing, because a lot of them have fishing tails, and then maybe he can connect with the tree by going through this grass instead of going around this way like he was before. I think there's a nest over here actually. So yeah. So we're gonna have little Flurry, who's good for sneaking and collecting. We'll have her pick up this acorn, but she's going to take up residence over here with the trifecta of berry bushes, like right here, where little Flash died. And actually we might have Isis do that, but Isis is so much older. She's only got 3 days left to live, which means that I might want to breed her too. She has no children, which is just too bad. And of course, she could also breed with Kuro if I really thought that was like a really good idea. But Duck's old enough, and Duck is vaguely related to her because his father is her uncle. But and Duck's mother is her cousin. So I think I might breed Duck with Isis. And she's got 3 days, so I can definitely manage it if I can get them to find some middle ground and just like drop a nest. So we're gonna pass a day. She's gonna have a child. We're gonna... How is he drowning? He's not under the... Okay, whatever. He's going to... What? He's still drowning. I'm so confused. Well, we're going to have him move all the way over there, and then we're gonna have Pine help her to travel, because if she can't see, she can't go far enough. So we're gonna have her bridge the darkness, and so that Isis can move to her full potential. She'll breed, and she has 2 days left, so on her next day she will drop a nest, and then she will sadly pass away, and her child will be born, and Duck will be left to take care of it, and Pine's going to oversee it because she is the leader. We have a... Holy crap, E! I don't have E at all. It's another eye issue. She has ram horns, though, which I love. She's got the normal body and the big body inactive, digging paw, and nibble fingers. So honestly, we're going to have him invite her in because we have more than enough food and nobody cares. So, and he's literally right by this berry bush, so she can immediately come in and, like, start helping because she's too young to mate. But with those genes, I might have her become the mate of, like, either Snowfall himself. He found her and she kind of like is affectionate towards him because they maybe they'll bond out here, and maybe she'll decide to help him on his journey, and he can take his children with her out that way. But yeah, so we're gonna look at this child, and she, oh my god, she freaking has the claw. Finally, in my favorite combination of hands, nimble finger claw. Yes, but she didn't get it. She didn't even get the recessives for the Poison Fang. She also doesn't have antlers, which is like a bummer, but she got the claw, which is what I've been trying to get in. So any children that she has will have the chance of having the claw. So we're going to move Beechwood out of the nest. She can start collecting from these 2 bushes. We're going to have Kuro come over here. He's going to breed with her after she moves, but that'll take me a second. So I'm going to move Flurry this way, and slap her in between those two berry bushes so she can collect from there. Of course, we have our little explorer Rocco, who's going in the other direction, like away from like the area that Snowfall's going in, but she's just trying to clear out this area over here, honestly, as far as she can. She's gonna slide that way. I can't hear I can't smell anything, and I don't hear anything, like there are no rabbits, so I'm gonna go back to the normal site soon. So yeah, Rocco can't smell or hear anything around there, out there, and then we have them. So we're going to, I should have moved him differently, but that's okay. We're going to move Bark to this nest, and then we're going to move Kuro right next to her, and then she can breed with him. And Kuro can peek in this grass, because we need to clear out the area around this nest, because I don't want them like breeding, and then that nest might become a little permanent, because there's only one nest over here. So for now it just needs to be safe enough. And he's getting older though. He'll be really old before she's even ready to mate, but like I want him to pass on those I want him to pass on his poison fangs. So I'll have him collect from that and just kind of be like, and just, you know, stay with her out here while they both make an effort to go over there, because we definitely have enough material to drop a nest in the future. So the last thing I'll do for this turn is have Bark collect from this berry bush to make sure that, you know, we're having a steady supply of food, and I don't really worry too much about food. But that's gonna end it out for today. This episode, I'm trying to make them a little bit shorter because I don't know, sometimes people get bored listening to long episodes, so maybe I'll intersperse a couple of short ones. But I will see you guys in the next video. So bye bye for now.